So a big R.I.P. to Jerry Springer. I know a lot of people grew up to him, man. It's your boy Pump Dog holding you down.
Y'all hear that? Y'all probably heard that. A rock star. Y'all heard that, man? They talking about R.I.P. Jerry Springer. So, man, you know, shout out to y'all. Welcome to the video, man. You know, this video right here is the truth about Jerry Springer using astrology and occultic measures. See for 3. I do this shit. You know, and I'm chilling, man. R.I.P. Jerry, man. I'ma smoke one for you, boy. You know, right here on this video. I think somebody watched me record this shit, but I don't give a fuck, man. If y'all follow me on social media, y'all know my life been crazy. So it's only right that we got like another crazy death, and I'm gonna make a video about it, talk about it, you know what I'm saying? Light one up for my boy Jerry. You know, just real quick, real simple, you know. Gonna talk about what's good real quick, you know. Had to get me something to drink too, cause smoking niggas be getting thirsty out here. But yeah, the truth about Jerry Springer, man, he died today. R.I.P. Jerry. Right now it is, what's it is, April 27th, you know what I'm saying? Crazy day. You know, if you know about occultic measures already off top, 27 is a crazy number, you know what I'm saying? The 27 is already dealing with rituals, you know. A lot of people know about that 27 club. A lot of people that pass away at that age. I probably know friends and just people who pass away at that age. Like, even if they're not celebrities or nothing. This universe is a crazy place, you know what I'm saying? I think I might take my glasses off for this video. I don't know. But, yeah. Yeah, it's the 27th today, man. It's Taurus season, you know what I'm saying? You can see right now we dealing with values and what we dealing with money and what we can learn right now and how we feel about money and issues like that. And when you talk about Jerry Springer, I guess you could look at it and say he taught us a lot of values, some fucked up values maybe, but he taught us a lot of values. You know, one of the quotes they use for Jerry Springer, I'm looking down a lot because I wrote down a lot of stuff about this real quick, is that he was like the babysitter to the millennials. Y'all might already see the fucking memes coming out. You know, who was there when nobody else was there for me after school? Fucking Jerry. So, you know, he got that moniker of like teaching us millennials these certain core values, things that Taurus is about. Like, they trying to like reverence him in like that Hierophant energy in a cultic way. If you look at it like that, they're trying to get Jerry Springer up there like that. And I'm not gonna lie, his show was entertaining. I watched it countless times. Me, my sister, my brother, my family, my mom, everybody. We watched that shit countless times. I'm a nigga from the South. We love that shit. And it is crazy, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about it. I got a lot of shit to talk about. So that's just starting it off, just to even talk about how it's Taurus season, you know? And when we see that happening, and I'm always tell people, it's a famous saying that says death always comes in threes, you know what I'm saying? So with death coming in threes, turn that car off real quick. So with death coming in threes, you know what I'm saying? We'll see who else famous is going to die along with this ritual, you know? And the other person that died was that woman who ratted on Emmett Till. I think her name is Miss fucking Karen. Miss Karen. The original Karen bitch. You know, the woman who did the Emmett Till shit. You know, she ratted on him, got him killed. She died today, too. It was announced right after. So, it's a lot of occultic shit going on, man. You a person like me, they got a lot of great YouTube channels out there, like Call Me Kinfolk. They got See Through the Script. That's some of the two that's come to the top of my mind right now. But there's a countless others of people. There's no Saint, something like that. Noah Saint, forgot his name. But there's a lot of people on YouTube, man. You get a lot of this energy from, a lot of this occultic knowledge from. I don't even like to say conspiracy theory anymore. It's 2023. Let's just call it like, man, the ulterior point of view, the non-mainstream point of view, almost the way to look at it. But most deaf, she died today, so you know, fuck that, you know, that's crazy, you know. And it's like crazy, you know, I guess all the white people going down the same day, all the black people going down the same way. Kind of got us always stuck in that color code system, you know. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, you know, something to talk about. So let's dive into Jerry real quick, you know. The truth about Jerry Springer's death, using astrology and occultic measures. So this Taurus season right now. And also, I just want to say the moon is in Leo right now. Shout out to all my Leo people. You know, Leo suns, Leo moons, Leo rising, or if you know your birth chart, you have a lot of Leo in your birth chart. And you could just say somebody like Jerry, he had Pluto and Leo in his birth chart. You know what I'm saying? So I also think that it was a big summation for that generation. He was 79 years old. A lot of our grandparents are that age of Jerry Springer, you know, 70 in their 70s and 80s, that Pluto and Leo generation. They square us, the Pluto and Scorpio generation. So it definitely was a ritual by that moon sign. I think most of the rituals go by the moon. If you ask me as an astrologer, I feel like most of the rituals that are done in Hollywood, sports and all that, and trust me, shout out to all those entertainers and actors and all that. They do a good hell of a job. I'm definitely entertained, but I just feel like the truth is that it's a microcosm of how we live and how we interact with things. So you got to be careful with giving your all to this. And look at me, I got a Celtics shirt on. I want the Celtics to win tonight because I know the rituals. I think it's time for them to end the Hawks out. You know what I'm saying? To do what they got to do. And sometimes I bet and get money, but at the same time, you do want to understand the art of duality, which is what they use on us. When you even see the guy right here smoking his pipe with the Celtics, and I'm out here in Boston smoking my pipe where the weed is legal. You see how we throw that together? You see how you got to be connected with everything you're doing? Because if you're not connected with everything you're doing, it's easy to get like washed up under the wave out of here. It's easy to get, you know, lost in the different moon signs, the different emotions, the different tides of the oceans out here. You know what I'm saying? The different tides of the emotions. So the moon is in Leo right now. Leo definitely deals with actors, drama, being on the stage and things like that. And I find that funny that Jerry Springer died on a moon in Leo transit when himself has a Pluto in Leo. And I have it wrote down here. He has Pluto in Leo. He has North Node in Leo. And he has Jupiter in Leo, all in the 10th house. So you can definitely see how Jerry Springer was with having Leo in the 10th house. He was an expansive person in the 10th house. He was on the stage with his career. His career was literally on the stage during the Jerry Springer show, coming down the stage on a pole sometimes, you know, walking in the audience, people saying, Jerry, 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 to the point they feel like he's just himself, you know what I'm saying? And that's one way to understand the back-ended half of astrology for those of you who are watching this video, trying to learn more about astrology. He has Pluto in Leo, and he has it in the 10th house. So he had a lot of power in his career. He was a mayor in Cincinnati. I read about that. He was a mayor in Cincinnati, so he was definitely connected with a lot of people in his career to have that Pluto in Leo there. And he had Jupiter and Leo there too. So Jupiter and Pluto, probably close conjunction in this chart in the 10th house, gave him a lot of career power. He had a lot of career jobs. He was brushing shoulders with a lot of people. You know, Leo is a sign in astrology that kind of deals with being famed, being in that spotlight. And I'm a Leo sun sign. And, you know, Leo is ruled by the sun. As you see the sun hitting the side of my face right here, you know, so this might be a big moon in Leo, that Leo type of energy summation, because besides his chart being heavy, Pluto in Leo, Jupiter in Leo, and what was that I said, North Node in Leo, so he was meant to go this way. Like, this show was meant for him to do. That's probably why they named it after him, because it was just him. And it was the 90s, so also a lot of those shows came off like named right after the people. I think a lot of those people might have had similar planetary alignments during that time, like him, Ricky Lake, Montel Williams, people like that, all of them doing those talk shows named directly after them. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty deep during astrology. So right now, during Jerry Springer's death, Pluto is transiting right now in Aquarius. For everybody who talks about the age of Aquarius, and this is the time we're in now. We had that crazy conjunction not too long ago in Saturn, Capricorn, Aquarius cusp with Saturn and Jupiter. Everybody's talking about getting superpowers. So right now with Pluto in Aquarius, you can definitely see how its opposite is Pluto. And when we have Pluto opposite Pluto, you know, Pluto rules the planet of death in astrology. So you could definitely see how, even just talking about that in astrology with Jerry Springer, it's crazy how he died. It's a Pluto summation. So, you know, he was born in London. I saw that. That was crazy. He was born in London. So I think it's kind of crazy. He's probably already born into this occultic game early by being born in London. They say he was born during World War II, escaping like refugee camps and shit. His parents died in one of those camps or something like that. But it's crazy. So he already had like a crazy movie arc to his story. And his real name is not even fucking Jerry. So I find that funny how a lot of things are happening to people who their real names aren't who they are. Like, for example, Jamie Foxx is not Jamie Foxx's real name. It's like Eric Marlon Bishop. And that's crazy because it's like, what's going on with the stage name Jamie Foxx? And for example, Jerry Springer, for example, is not even his real government name. I wrote it down. His real name is Gerald Norman Springer. And the Springer last name makes me think that he might have been maybe sold into the industry as a young age as a kid based on his origin story. I tell people when you learn astrology, you always want to learn origin stories and how you came into the game. Things like that kind of set you up for a certain thing. And going deeper into Jerry Springer, he's a sun sign Aquarius. So if you know about the Aquarius energies, they all about talking and performing. It's the opposite of that Leo energy, but the same archetype. Oppositions is kind of like the same energy, but different archetypes. So he's a sun sign Aquarius, right? So you can see Jerry Springer being an actor. He was a lawyer one time. He was like a politician, a Senate guy, like a congressman, all those type of things. But he was a TV personality, an anger man. So all these things deals with the Aquarian element of talking for humanity, talking for people, groups of people, the air element of Aquarius, you know what I'm saying? So you can definitely see how he had to be really smart to have these jobs. He was really probably highly intellectual when he got around his peers, talking about ideals, you know, and even the whole show, he ended his quote with a catchphrase that he said he got when he was being a TV anchorman, which was you know, take care of yourself and each other. And we all know that watching Jerry Springer, he always said that crazy shit at the end of the final thought, like, make sure you take care of each other and yourself. Like, you watch that crazy show, you'd be like, man, what the fuck, Jerry? Like, I just seen like a tranny, some gay shit. I saw some crazy people, like, I saw some stripper bitches, and you talking about your final thought is that. So if you could understand the Aquarius archetype, that's perfect for him saying, I want to end my show with my word, my speech, my sword. If you know what the shadow deck shows, the tarot deck shows, it shows all that in unisession. So very crazy if you understand how his character played out, real or fake, man. Very, very crazy with this Jerry Springer archetype, man. Aquarian, you know, he was an aqua guy. He talked a lot of shit. He talked a lot of weird taboo topics. You know, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. So Jerry Springer was the one to talk about the most taboo tabloid shit. And a lot of people called his shit the worst shit on TV during like the 90s and early 2000s. And like, we all watched the shit. So it's almost like, I'm like, don't even save your tears, because right now, somewhere in the occult or something, people are laughing like it's the end of an era, man. We had to end him. We instilled these certain values to you guys. We made the world the way it is now, and I'm living in it myself. I'm not here to really ridicule nothing. I'm just here to tell you guys the truth. Like, you know, make sure you see what's going on in front of our eyes. Like, it's literally the end of an era for a lot of us millennials. Like, it's almost like, boom, we got y'all where y'all, we want y'all. The experiments we worked on y'all are done, and we're good. Like, you think the podcast generation now is what it is now, and everybody's talking about, you know, on YouTube this and Kevin Samuels this, you know, RIP to him, somebody in the past, or maybe like even a Don Lemon, you know what I'm saying, might be a little younger than Jerry Springer, you know, and all the controversial things that's going on with Trump. He's a Gemini himself. Jerry started this shit a long time ago. He first got on, you know, I wrote on as he's an Aquarius, right? He got his political start. This is how he really got his career started. Once again, he's an Aquarius. And then he has that Leo I was telling you guys about in the 10th house. So he has a prominent propensity to be lucky in that career because he had Jupiter in the 10th house as well. He got his political start with Robert F. Kennedy in 1968. Fact check that about Jerry Springer. So I want that to be known that this might be a whole psyop. All is the death, the ritual, the show, everything is like planned, man. There's no way. You think they didn't plan to have smut TV on, and they don't know who to pick? That's why I say you want to learn your birth chart, because I feel like people know how to attack you by your birth chart, consciously or subconsciously. So like sometimes people just fucking know you. Like, they don't gotta know your fucking birth chart. Like, motherfuckers just know you. Like, straight up, motherfuckers just know you. Like, oh, y'all watch Snowfall. I always said it before the show even ended. I was like, man, that nigga is like a fucking Taurus, man. That nigga Franklin was a Taurus. But back to Jerry Springer, right? That political spark he got with Robert Kennedy in 68? Come on, man. You don't think he was in those circles, man, signing these deals and stuff? I mean, shout out to people who might be in those circles, but you got to be careful, man. It's the game you playing. And think about it. So, he's born in a train station in fucking London. So, be careful if we see anything train station related in London this year, like any train wrecks or train collapse, things like that, man. Be for real. Be for real. I pay attention to all this shit, man. I know I'm rambling all over the place, but I'm just talking a lot of shit. This is the truth about the Jerry Springer death, using astrology and occultic measures. So everything I'm talking is an astrology-based measure, an occultic-based fucking measure. You know, Jerry, he's a fucking sellout like everybody else, and we know that. His fucking show is crazy. You could deny it all you want. It's fucking crazy. Like, you know, and he's an Aquarius, man. Like, they ain't know who to get to do the weird shit and talk the weirdest shit. So let's go deeper. His political career came to an end, if y'all don't notice about Mr. Aquarian. And he's an Aquarius in the 4th house. So I said he had Leo placements in the 10th house. That's why his career took off. He's an Aquarius in the 4th house. So notice how Jerry was very keen on having his show around family-centric themes. He always had mother and sister, daughter and brother, incest sometimes, cousins and cousins, this and this, hillbilly, this. Think about it. Very family dynamic, rooted show that hit home. This is why I always say, I think people in the higher up occultic measures who know this, because it's all a bunch of math and formulas and shit. You got to be kind of smart on a little bit and pay attention to the matrix a little bit. You know, timing, just like how the sun is about to set right now. And just even the words of the words sit and set and set. But anyways, I think they know these things about the people they recruit. So they know who to, If I'm an elite and I got a birth chart and I'm looking at somebody weird who I know who might do some shit, I will go to Jerry Springer because this nigga chart is crazy. And in the big 3, he's a Aquarius sun, a Libra moon, and a Libra rising. A lot of air in his chart. So he was very, very airy, very controversial talking person. I have a lot of fire in my chart. So I might act controversial. I might talk more faster than people. I might have more actions about me. I love sports. You know, other things I talk about on my channel is basketball and astrology in motion. So I break down a lot of sports. Shout out to the Celtics. They playing tonight. I love basketball. So thinking about Jerry Springer, think about all these things, man. If you want to learn astrology more, hit me up. My IG is Seedhoopz. You know what I'm saying? We can learn more. Or just watch my videos on YouTube. I'm going to start going in every day on this shit, because astrology lets you know that you're living in the movie Matrix, but you just can't forget that your body is just your motherfucking vehicle, like this car. You feel me? Like, when I get out the car, it's something else. Like, if my soul was to get out this body, it's something else. Like, it's something else, man. They got a dude, like, working on his car engine or something behind me. But, yeah, his political career came to end after a prostitution probe. But he admitted he paid for sex. So, before Jerry Springer even ever got into the Jerry Springer show and all that, I guess he was trying to be an upstanding guy. He got caught off of paying for pussy. So what's ironic that's going on right now, that's really crazy right now as a guy, I'm going to speak the truth, paying for pussy, man. That's a thing. You know, people just add you randomly now on sites now in 2023, 30 years later after the Jerry Springer shit. You know, paying for pussy is a thing. This is what he did back then. So is it like an ode to him in the game for what he created? You know, like the little spawns of Jerry Springer, all of us, man. So let's just be real. You got to understand the game, because on the surface level, it's a funeral. On the surface level, we should be sad. But on the occultic level, it's almost like they saluting this man for a job well done for fucking up people now. Now, for every fucked up person, you know, you can blame Jerry. That's all I can say. Like, for every fucked up relationship you got, you can almost blame this. I mean, you can't blame it directly, but come on, man. The influence is great. Come on, man. The TV, come on. So, I just want to let you guys know, man, like, this is some true shit. Like, and to even go deeper on his chart, he got Gemini in the 8th house, so he's the person that they're going to use to talk about occultic topics and taboo topics. You know, so with Gemini in the 8th house, he was the perfect spokesperson for that. Very opposite of the Oprah Winfrey programming that was going on. It's all programming. It's all television programming. We all know this nigga from programming. We all know this nigga from those Cincinnati laws. He was the mayor of Cincinnati, man. That was like the weirdest fact I found out about this nigga. He was the mayor of Cincinnati, the 56th mayor. You know what fucking that number means. So it's like, come on, man. It's just crazy, man. Taking a little sip. This is crazy, right? All these facts I'm giving to y'all, man. And like in the black community, everybody talking about Freaknik and all this shit like that. And all this going on. It's like, it's a big hit on the 90s right now. And in regular astrology right now, we have Mercury in retrograde right now. So we seeing the lady from Emmett Till passing away. We're seeing Jerry Springer passing away. They're bringing up Freaknik documentaries. Like, you understand Mercury retrograde, you know, you're having a review of things from the past, the guys who don't know astrology. So Mercury retrograde is your mind state. Mercury is what you're talking, what you're thinking about. So it's almost like whoever running the show, whoever running the movie for us to watch, the mainstream movie media outlets that we see, they're definitely planning on bringing up things from the past. This is definitely a show that was prominent in the fucking 90s, you know? And who else got fucking hurt? Who was prominent from the fucking 90s? Jamie fucking Foxx. And Jamie Foxx also uses a fucking fake name. That's not his real government name. Jerry Springer is not his real government name. So pay attention to how everything in this movie lines up. And then, me being from Louisiana, I found it crazy that Jerry Springer got a degree from Tulane, right? Has a degree from Tulane in New Orleans, legit, a broadcasting degree because he's such an airhead. He has like a broadcasting degree. If you understand anything about air signs, they're all vocal, they're all talk, they're all air, they're all talk it out, controversial talking topics. So he was true to form. It's almost like, man, this nigga played out the perfect birth chart to the T, right? To the T. And then the lady, who ratted on Emmett Till, the original Karen bitch, I think her name was Carol or something. She died in fucking Louisiana today. So it's so crazy how Louisiana is kind of tied into these stories also. And then there's that chick who's going to play for Louisiana, which got announced today. So it's a very occultic, ritualistic date on the 27th. And a lot of people don't know, but what happened on March 27th was the Covenant School shooting. A lot of people don't remember that, but March 27th was the Covenant School shooting. So it's been a month since that motherfucking shooting. I just want to let you guys know that a lot of these things that's going on in this industry is all connected, man. It is what it is. You know, you can't be afraid. You know, there's people always probably listening to me make these videos. I'm really not scared. There's nothing to be scared of. Do not fear. You know what I'm saying? Fear is just an element to keep you off your game. You know, just be careful who you sign with. Be careful who you do business with. Always realize that it's just like what the Bible says. If you cannot be manipulated, you cannot be manipulated. That's half of the game right here. So, you know, be entertained by these things, you know, but don't fall victim to the deep-seated subconscious things that Jerry Springer was trying to really fuck up some people, to do some incest or to do some real marry a fucking horse. They had an episode about dude married a horse, and I'm from a place where we've had stories about people getting on with horses and shit. Real talk, you know? And even to go deeper in astrology, Jerry had Mars in the 8th house. He had Uranus in the 8th house, all in air sign 8th house. Like, he was here to talk about the taboo and occultic shit, and somebody knew it. Somebody was like, oh my God, Jerry Springer already pays for pussy. He admitted it, though. He the type of person, I think if you have air in the 8th house, you can't even hide nothing there. That's such a fucked up placement by him already having almost a halfway air rising. He can't even hide it. So he had Gemini in the 8th house. If you know Geminis, they kind of talk. So he's going to talk a lot about like, the stripper did this and this, but it's so crazy, man. I could go so deep on this shit, y'all. And like, think about this too. He died from pancreatic cancer, right? And the woman who also ratted on fucking Emmett Till died from fucking cancer today. What's up with all this cancer talk, right? And so I thought about it. We have Mars in Cancer right now. And I was telling my friend, while we have Mars in Cancer right now in transit, two things you can think about hearing. people dying from cancer or people having fucking problems with their water. You think about cancer, the first thing you think about is cancer in water. Like it's just, if you know astrology and you know this shit like we know, it's just on point. So, you know, whoever hear this video, man, get with me, get a reading, get a birth chart, get a shadow card reading, get whatever you need, man. Tap in. Now is the time to be spiritual. Now is the time to really know spiritual warfare, because they fucking with your subconscious on all type of levels. Like, even the fucking show Snowfall ended during a Mercury retrograde. It's a whole fucking throwback show to the 80s and 90s. Like, come on. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So, like, everything feel like it's all connected if you know how to tap in with this shit, how to pay attention to this shit. That's why I stay wearing my crystals, stay prayed up. You know, you gotta keep your shit on a higher conscious, on a higher vibe, no matter how your physical body tell you, oh, it's just earth, fuck that. Like, trust me, Jerry Springer shit is a ritual. The number 27 is literally for rituals. The lady who ratted on Emmett Till and did all that, that's how you know the whole Emmett Till story was like a black fucking ritual thing. Like, what do Jerry Springer's death and this original Karen bitch lady death have in common? Excuse my language, y'all. They're both people that kind of did stuff with words and instilled certain fucked up values into America, black America and poor America. For general, the poor of America society is black and white, both of them. The original fucking Carol bitch and the original Jerry Springer, they both spoke words of crazy values that might have been both. If her shit was scripted, it's like a weird analogy of trying to say, okay, we're gonna tell you one side of the fucking coin, all right? We're gonna tell you one side of the fucking coin. It's civil rights, and she lied and we caught her and we kind of brought her to justice. That bitch ain't shit. R.I.P. Emmett Till. And then, oh, Jerry Springer is just an American icon. No. They're both two sides of the occulted coin, if you ask me. Especially on the same day that all this shit is happening. And they're both tied into Louisiana kind of legacy right now. So, and I'm from Louisiana for you guys who didn't know. So, making this video pretty long. It's a lot to talk about, man. I'm always want to say this too. Look out for Michael Jordan, man. Look out for his prominent ass in the 90s, because they coming for Freaknik in the 90s. They coming for Jerry Springer. What was going on during all that shit? Michael fucking Jordan, man. It's the year 23, man. Remember that skull and bones type shit, man. Remember that. We know that. And then one more fact I want to bring up, man. I brought this at the very end. Fuck, I forgot about this fact, man. God, I got so much written down. So much written down. His show ran for 27 seasons exactly. He died on the 27th, you know, in Chicago. You know, that's why I say watch out for Jordan, because it's in Chicago. It's a Chicago ritual too. It's a Chicago fucking ritual. You know, it's black people in Chicago. That's a black Mecca in Chicago and Louisiana, where he got his degree from, and the connections to the black Meccas, you know, between both of these deaths, like I told you. So his show started on September 30th, 1991, and it ended July 26, 2018. So, and you at the 18, you kind of get the 9 again. So you got the 1991, then the 18, you get the 9. So you get the 9s in there, and the endings of the 9, the completion cycles. You know about the 9s. And it went for 27 seasons. So just remember that, man. You know, and also Moon and Leo, I told you had a lot of Leo placements in his chart on the back end. So I'm not surprised that he died during a kind of Leo moon, because I do think the moon does kind of have more to do on which particular day to do things, if you want to be real meticulous, like how the moon is. So, you know, tap in with me, learn your birth chart, man. Learn this occultic shit, man. So much to learn, so many people to watch. Shout out to all other people on YouTube. Shout out to whoever watched this video. Stay blessed. Stay fucking high. I spoke one for Jerry earlier. I'm about to reload for myself personally. But yeah, do not shed no tears for these people, man. Watch and be entertained, but do not give too much of your energy, man. Keep your energy solid. Keep your shit golden. It's a crazy world out here, man. Just keep watching the movie. You're going to pay attention. This shit's like a Hollywood movie, man. We just watching celebrities come and go. Politicians come and go, man. You know, we just don't get sucked into it. Don't give your energy. Don't give too much of your money away. Don't give too much of your time away, because that's what's precious to us to grow to our highest level, to understand all these things on a higher level. So, Seed for 3. Y'all fuck with me, man. Vibe high. Enjoy the day. Go Celtics, me the dub, man. Y'all tap in on me for readings or anything y'all need, astrology or basketball-wise, man. Enjoy the day.